Mythologies capture these things that are consistent in human history, that are ongoing. They don't get old. They maybe put on new clothes, but they're still with us. And mythology helps you tap into that. You go into these stories, you go, oh, because you get it. And then what you do with it, because it's a tool that you're now a master of, you'll get it. And that will shine through your story regardless of what the story is. If you understand what's underneath it, then you can make it light, whimsical, fantastic, funny, but you're in control of it. When you don't understand this stuff, it comes across as superficial, flat, and meaningless. So Joseph Campbell says the hero's journey is a magnification of the rites of passage. And he says in the rites of passage, there are 3 phases. There's separation, initiation, and return. So in the storytelling, that just happens to coincide with Aristotle's beginning, middle, end. So you've got your Act 1, your Act 2, and your Act 3. I think it itself is a form. It is itself an archetype. And so if you're using that as a form, and the hero does go through the hero's journey, I believe that the audience experiences it along with the hero. The archetype is the unconscious precondition of every human life. Archetypes are not specific images, but rather generalized forms from which individual images arise. Archetypes are universal constituents of myth. These archetypes are what Vogler has identified as necessary components to write a good story well. And he identifies the following archetypes: hero, herald, mentor, threshold guardian, shapeshifter, trickster, and shadow. Now those by no means are a list of all the archetypes, but he felt that in storytelling, specifically screenwriting in Vogler's world, that these often are part of a good story. The more of those you see, the more you're able to understand the archetype. So just the notion of archetype, I think, is an image of an energy. To a deep experience of life can be shared, and by telling that, we all then become better at our own story. And so if we don't know, if we don't have the skills, if we don't have the knowledge, the tools to even name our own story and the depth of our own story, then we're failing those who come behind. So by understanding what a story is, understanding some of the energies, what did I say, the human condition, then we're more likely to understand our own story, and we're more likely to live our own story more richly. And again, as an artist who's telling story, that they need to bring that with them.